Hi everybody, this is Julissa here. I am right here at my design studio, and I just finished a fashion show. I'm about to head out, and then I'm like, I forgot I wanted to do a video because something came to my head. Sorry, the camera is shaking. Something came to my head the other day when I was driving because, you know, I, today is September 30th, so it's the last day of the month, and I feel like I've been working since day one. I mean, I finished the show August 21st, and the day after that, I started shopping for the spring collection, and I started doing the sketches and just making it. And I just had the show for it, for the debut of the collection. I just had it this past Saturday. Today is a Monday. And dealing with all of that, rehearsals, doing fittings, and if you do clothing, if you do fashion, it's a lot of work. And I also have my full-time day job, so I come here, either tired, sick, or whatever. I have to come do it because I have a deadline. So you have to be so like disciplined when it comes to that. And for me it can be a little easier because I mean, for everybody who has a passion, who love what they do. So there are times when I come in here and I'm so tired, but then I look at the sketches and I have the fabric, so I have what I need. So I'm like, I'm the only one who's stopping me from doing it, so I'm just gonna do it. So I put on my worship music or put like a sermon to watch, and I just start doing it. Anyways, so just going through all of that, like I was just thinking, wait a second, you see everything that's happening in this world. People want to do what they want. People are born one way, they want to be a different way, and you know what? God gives you the free will to do whatever you want. But here's the thing, guys. I was just driving the other day, and it just came to my head, like, when I'm doing my fittings, right? I'm the one who came up with the concept of the collection, you know? I see the vision in my head, I do the sketches, I go fabric shopping, like I know everything that is needed to create that look, right? And I try my best to just make it just like I see it in my head. Like, this is the dress that I had in my head, this is the idea, this is exactly what I was thinking, or it's as close to it as I expected it to be. And I go fabric shopping and I find the best fabric and the thread and the zipper and how am I gonna do the closure, the finishing, everything. And then I find, I get models in here to do the fitting, and we try stuff on. Even before, I mean, sometimes I haven't even met them yet. So when they tell me these are the girls who are gonna model, what I do is I search people on Facebook, just kind of like see a picture of them. If they don't provide me their picture before they come in here in the studio to do the fitting, so I kind of like, I go on Facebook to see if they have Facebook, just to kind of like picture them or see them. Because by sizes, it's hard for me to like kind of say this is what she's gonna wear. I have to see the person. So, sometimes people can make it because of scheduling or whatever. So anyway, so when I see them, I'm like, so I start separating. So this is gonna be for this girl, and I can see this one on this one, because looking at it from a creator type of way, you already, because the vision is so strong, that's why you create stuff, right? Because I'm a fashion designer, so this is what I picture in my head, this is how I see it, this is what I dream about. So every dress that I make, everything that I add to it is added for a purpose. Like, there's a reason why I put a bow here, because it was intentionally. There's a reason why I wanted to put a belt. There's a reason why I wanted to put the beads. There's a reason why I want to make it short sleeve, long sleeve, whatever. I have, because being the creative and being the vision, like all the ideas behind it, like that's why this dress has long sleeve and the other one doesn't. Like, there's a reason behind it, right, guys? When people look at my clothes, right, and like they come here to do the fitting, and the girl is trying it on, she comes out, and I look at her and say, that's not your look. I know, like that, like I because the thing is, like, immediately the dress is doing something to her that's not how I created it to be. So I said, we're gonna do another look. And then there are times that they come here, the look that I separated for them, it works like that. And I said, this is the one I made. And it happened to me this show, because I was creating 10 looks, and I only knew 3 models that worked with me in the past, maybe 4. So everybody else who came, I was like, okay, this is gonna be for this girl. So she was not being able to make it to the fitting. Every time, last minute she will cancel this. I'm like, oh my gosh, the show is coming up. I haven't fit her yet. This is my last dress. So what I did is I started panicking. So what I will do is I will, the models will come in here and say, okay, so I have 2 looks for you. So, so I kind of gave him the one that I thought it would be for them, and then the one for this girl that I never met before. So eventually what happened was that the dress that I thought for that person worked on that person, and the other dress, it was not even zipping up. That's how bad it was. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I really want to put this on the show. She's not coming, she's not answering, I don't know what's happening. Is she gonna make it? Will she be able to do it? So, one after the other, the dress will look for that person, and then I will give them 2 dresses just in case, to see kind of how things will work. And then the look that it was like a second choice for me that I have for that person, it would not work at all. And then the look that when I'm making the stuff, I'm thinking of this model, because I wanted, the collection to look good. So I think about them. I'm like, I can see her walking with this dress. So it will work. The first show will always work. So anyways, this last dress, the show was on a Saturday. She came last Monday, and she tried it on, and it fit her like a glove. And I was like, oh wow, Jesus, this is the dress that I created exactly for her. Because when I was making, I'm like, this is the one that she's gonna wear. This is the dress she's gonna wear. Never met her before, but I saw her picture, because we follow each other on Instagram, so it worked. So what I'm trying to get at, in a creative type of way, and I'm no one whatsoever to like, I guess, to like get myself to that level that I can, God says my thoughts are not your thoughts. And I'm not trying to like reason it, I'm not trying to reason it. If anything, I'm trying to like give you a second opinion or a second look behind a creative point of view when it comes to life. Sometimes one of the girls came, and my dresses, some of them are long for this collection, which I barely do, like super long. So I said to her, it fit her great. So I said to her, okay, can you walk in the dress? So I take them out on the long hallway and make them walk back and forth just to see the movement. And I saw her holding the dress, and I was like, don't do that. I was like, don't hold the dress. Don't just let it flow. And you know what's happening? It's not, you're not trying to be rude when you say that. This is your vision. So you are going to tell them, please don't hold the dress. It was not made for somebody to walk with it, holding it. Because if you're holding it, it's too long for you, right? This is the creative part of it. So I know immediately, like if I see them, like one time I did a dress and, I gave it to the model and the dress had a jacket. And she's like, I'm not wearing the jacket. And I was so upset. I'm like, no, that look goes with the jacket. You have to wear the jacket. What do you mean you're not wearing the jacket, So immediately comes back to me and I'm like, don't do that. You can't just like walk with a dress holding it. Like it was not made for that. So here's what I'm trying to get at in a creative type of way, guys. Life is not that hard if you just think about it. And like I said before, I'm not trying to reason anything. It just came to my head the other day, Everything is created with a purpose. God created you with a purpose. Everything. The way your hair is, the way your lips are, your eyes. This world will tell you change this, change the other, You will be more pretty if your hair was like different and stuff, but it kind of like hurt me a little bit when I think about it, because what is God saying? Like, is God like saying, oh my, Like, of course, it's not gonna say that, but it's just saying like that's not why I created her to be. He or she is changing everything about herself, and it's God saying, like I said to that girl, don't hold the dress that it was not made for that. You know, just thinking about it in a creative type of perspective, I guess you can say. Like when you have a vision of how something should work, and you see somebody coming to change it, I guess you can say, you know, you immediately will notice it, and you'll say something about it, you know. And like God is not gonna give you, and I know this is gonna offend a lot of people and stuff, but God is not gonna give you everything you need to be a male, right, or a female, so that you can go ahead and change everything. Like, just think about it, you know. Like, I'm not gonna create a long dress, and I'm not trying to say that I'm God, nothing like that. I'm not gonna create a long dress. I'm not gonna create, you know, a long dress with a long tray and give it to the shortest model. Like, I'm not, that would be insane to me, because it's not gonna help her. It's not gonna make her look like, you know, it will be like she's trying to be something that she's not, you know. It's like people will immediately see, like, why are you wearing a long dress? You're 5 feet tall. The dress is eating you up, type of thing. Just think about it. You know, I'm just gonna leave it as that. We have an enemy that's after your soul. There's a lot of thoughts that come into your head. Obviously, I'm talking for myself too. There's a lot of thoughts that come into us. The world is getting crazy and crazier. Everything is acceptable now. Just think about if you ever created something that you can like take with you, like, you know, some people take pottery classes, and some people cook and stuff. Like, imagine just like cooking something. Like, everybody cooks, right? Imagine you create something, like you spend, you know, you're cooking for somebody, and you spend your whole day cooking, and the minute that person comes to eat, they're like changing everything, you know, adding more of this, changing the other. At one point you're gonna say, oh, now it looks, you know, this dish that I have for you now is like a soup. Like, you turn it into something else, right? Think about it. Why don't I just leave it like that? God is your creator. He's your father. He loves you so much that he gave Jesus so you can have eternal life and forgiveness through your sin, forgiveness of your sins. God created you with a purpose. He gave you everything you needed to live your life with purpose. So if anybody wants to reach out to me, that's fine. Just send me a message. You know, if you want to see more videos, subscribe to my channel. I needed to make this video today because it just came to me. You know, I've been intensively creating this collection the past 4 weeks, and it just kind of like hit me. I'm like, yeah, like, it will be very sad for me as a designer, creator, to see one of my creations being torn apart. Like my long dress, somebody buys it and then they take it apart, or they make it short, they turn it into pants. I'll be like, that's not why I used that fabric for. Like, if you were gonna do pants with it, I would probably use different fabric. I would probably done pants or made it like fit better, because, and you know, at the end I will probably say, you just destroyed my entire creation, right? It doesn't even look like something that I made. Okay, have a good night, guys.